Howdy. With this video, I want to show you how to set up a Dropbox folder in D2L. There are a few tricks that, if you don't know them, can make setting up a Dropbox very unpleasant. Let me get out of this. To set up a Dropbox folder for any of your classes, you want to go into that particular class. I'll wait for D2L to load here. Still waiting. All right, here we go. We'll do it in the Sullivan Central class. To set up a Dropbox folder, you're going to go to Assignments. You're going to start a new Submissions folder. You can see you already have a few folders going. This is a dual enrollment class, so they're 4 weeks into their course. This little binocular paper thing indicates that I've got Turnitin enabled. That's our plagiarism detector. I like to use it more as a plagiarism alerter so that students can see it, check it out, and see where they might be going wrong. Quite often Turnitin does some quirky things, which we'll talk about here in a second. We're going to click on New Submission folder. You need to give it a name. You can offer instructions. You can put your assignment attachments. You can do whatever you want for the folder. One important thing you want to do is go to Restrictions. And you need to check off this Hidden from Users button here. Right now, the students cannot see that Dropbox if I save it. So we're going to get rid of that. Now, if you want to use Turnitin, you just click on Turnitin. You want to enable grade mark for this folder. You have to. It won't work without it. It's just set up that way. Then you're going to come down to Originality Check, and that turns on the Turnitin plagiarism detector. Clicking on this button allows students to see the Turnitin scores. That's kind of up to you. I'd always prefer my students see it so they know what I'm looking at. If you're in the 0870 course, one thing you might want to do is go to More Options in Turnitin and go up here to Optional Settings and click on this Do Not Store the Submitted Papers. The problem is generally the 0870 instructor is going to get the drafts first, and if you submit that into Turnitin, when the Comp 1 teacher goes to check that Turnitin report, it's going to be upwards of 80, 90, 100%. Because that's already been turned into your course, and Turnitin is going to pick that up and tell the Comp 1 teacher it's plagiarized when it hasn't been. It's simply been submitted into your course. And that's all Turnitin really does. It says somewhere out there in the universe, somebody has already submitted this passage or this essay. Hopefully not the whole essay, but if you do not store the submitted report, hopefully the Comp 1 teacher will not get the 100% return on the plagiarism report. We'll hit Submit, Save and Close. And down here we have our folder. You can reorder folders if you want to, or reorder, I guess. Just click on that button, and if you want that for the last one you created up at the top, you can do that. And there's my folder. Students can turn stuff in now. When you do that plagiarism detector, try to be careful. For this assignment, students had to quote lyrics from songs. That plagiarism detector is going to pick up those song lyrics, and it's going to give it 10, maybe upwards to 20%. All these look good. The only thing that looks a little weird is right here, this 84%, but all she has on that entire document are the lyrics to a song, which probably somebody out there in the universe has submitted with an essay. Nothing wrong going on there, right? So you want to make sure you go through the report. You do that by clicking on the color there. Then it'll pop up the report. It'll highlight their quotes. It'll highlight their works cited page entries quite often. Sometimes it'll tell them their last name's plagiarized. So you want to take the reports with a grain of salt and make sure you go through them. Never accuse a student of doing something until you seriously check that report. Don't just go based on that percentage. But that's how you create a folder. If you have questions about it, be sure to let me know. It's a nice way to have students turn into work, because then you have it all in one place. You can download it if you want to, and I'll show you how to do that in the next video. But other than that, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.